This is sweat. This is glistening, glorious sweat. This is airport sweat. This is running through the airport. Not running. This isn't a... How do you say maman j'ai raté l'avion in English? I genuinely can't remember. Home Alone. It's Home Alone. This is not a Home Alone kind of sweat running through the airport. This is a... It's humid in July and it's hot on the metro. And the pre-travel nerves were kicking in. But now the lounge has been located. And I'm not showing you, but right there, that's John's shoulder. And his hand, that's John's hand. John's coming with me to the U.S. He's been eating lunch, and I'm not putting him on camera before he's ready. And now he's drawing it out because he knows that I'm just having to tip-tap on the screen. Hi! What are you looking forward to?
The Bean.
We're going to the Bean. We're going to Chicago first, and we're going to Minneapolis for a few days. And then you're going to New York, and I'm going to Nebraska. So we had a pretty easy time at the airport, all things considered. Easy breezy. Beautiful. Cover girl. Yeah, we ended up on the same RER train to get to the airport, which was already a great sign. And then got through bag check really easily. Although, when we both bought our tickets, the option to add a checked bag was not included. And so then we had to buy, and we couldn't check. Try not to be boring with this. We bought our tickets through Iberia, but then the plane is flown by American Airlines. So when we checked in on American Airlines, we couldn't add a bag because it was through a different company, so we had to do it at the airport. But even that wasn't that hard. Like, we just had to go to a machine and go tick, 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 card. It's fine. Have to do it again coming back here, though, which is going to be fun. But security took, 10 minutes? And then passport control took 30 seconds. Took longer to walk. Well, for you it took 5. For me it took 45 because the lady kept going through my pages to find an empty spot to stamp. Such an experienced traveler. And John hates me now. Do you want to just go back home? Not come to the U.S. at all? He's going, no, I don't want to come. He's eating, so I'm not putting him on screen. ATM. But now we have an hour before we have to start get on our flight. So John got a lunch. I brought a lunch to clean out my fridge. I really don't know if there's anything else interesting to say right now. I need to send a voice note to Nisha. I was planning on it being twice as long. We're on the plane, and we're sitting next to each other somehow. How did that happen? Oh, there was I already forgot the lady that was sitting next to me offered to switch. So now we're flight buddies, and we're just going to annoy each other for the next 8 hours and 12 minutes. You're going to regret the next week. He's already regretting it. Wonka. I'm watching Bring It On. And it's already been brought in. It is, for us it's 4:39 p.m. We're eating dinner. Lunch. It's goûter. Very prolonged. What did you lose?
Salad.
Not the green bits. Yes, we've got lovely salad. This is the best one. Rectangle-shaped plain bread. And ice cold butter that I put underneath my meal just to warm it up a little bit. I have chicken and probably mashed potatoes, but those mashed potatoes look... John got very lucky because he's veggie and he didn't have time to order vegetarian meal, but just so happens there's a veggie meal.
Chicken, mashed potatoes, or meatless lasagna.
And lemon cake. That's chicken or vegetarian? Anything yet? Do you like it? I'm still gonna eat it. Welcome to Chicago, John. Ignoring me on purpose. It's gonna be a fun week.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, we've been trying this new thing, and I can't do it right. This is our version of that. I think it looks like Batman. My brain thinks it's 2 a.m. 2:15 a.m. I am living my best life. That man did not believe me that the Harlem train is on this platform. That's fine. He can discover it for himself. But anyway, we are out of the airport. Thank God. Getting off the plane was actually faster than I was expecting. Getting through customs, different story. Just very long lines. I got stuck behind a bunch of families. And then our bags, they told us our bags would be at Carousel 2. They were actually at Carousel 1. So there was a lot of, We didn't have signals, so we couldn't text each other. So that was a fun time. And now we're done. Taking the train, we are waiting for the brown line, my favorite line in Paris. And by the way, Paris, Chicago. By the way, I don't know if we're going to be alive too much longer. How are you feeling, John?
I had my eyes closed.
Look, Nisha, a pigeon. He says hi. But, yeah, I think we're just going to go to the hostel, drop our stuff, maybe go find something to eat, and then I think it's going to be a very low-key night. I'm going to try to stay up until 10. Ooh, I'm backlit. That's a good look. My memory card ran out of space, so I'm filming on my phone. But we are in Chicago. We've checked into the hostel. We went to get food. My tradition of Chipotle being the first meal that I get back in the U.S. is going strong. John's got a salad. Hi, John. How big is your salad?
I'd say it's big.
It's pretty big. And we've come to the lake. We're at the lake. And it's windy, but we're gonna eat and then honestly probably go back and crash pretty quickly because it is almost 9 p.m. Chicago time, which means 4 a.m. for us. Okay, good. My goal of staying up until 10 a.m. local is gonna be achieved, and then I will crash. Honestly, I'm probably still gonna wake up at 2 a.m. It's good. Yay. Okay, bye-bye. It is morning in Chicago. John is experiencing his first Chicago morning. Are you ready? Okay, he's eating, so we're not gonna. Our hostel has breakfast included, so that is the plan. Although there's a line. No, I'm gonna go. I haven't had Cheerios in so long. My little American heart is happy, and it's heart healthy, so double positivity. John is about to experience his first Walgreens. I'm very excited for him. Oh, he's got a basket. He's rearing to go. Being a creeper. Just like all of this. Unofficial? What is unofficial? Pokemon. Unofficial. Next to the guaca chips. Because you do. And I mean, I immediately saw this and got excited. Cool Ranch. For the winners. And in college we used to call these crack chips. It wasn't very PC, but you know. We've come downtown. Wait, are we recording? Yes, we're recording. We've come downtown. We are now downtown. Ooh, look at downtown. You can tell we're downtown because of the L. But we have a couple orders of business. We're going to try to find an ATM for John to take out some cash. We're also going into a Walgreens to try to find a disposable camera. And then the next plan is there's a Jamba Juice about 8 minutes that way. And I've had a craving for months. And John is indulging me because it's my vacation too. Do it again.
Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Nailed it. We've acquired our Jamba Juice. I've told John he's not allowed to take a sip until we were in better lighting. Get violent with it. There we go. Okay. Cheers. Cheers. It's fucking heaven.
It's cold.
Love it. I feel like I'm in sophomore year of college right now. Having a ball. For posterity, John has just realized that the Sears Tower sky deck are those tiny boxes just sticking out up there. Can't see if anybody's standing on them right now, but this is definitely not a Paris experience to have to crane your neck to see up. All right, John is discovering the bean. What's your first impression? It's bean shaped. Can you see us? We're somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I see us. Hi. There's us. In the bean. Venturing into the bean. Ooh. Say hi. How did it feel?
Fantastic.
Remember. Yes. Now I remember. We have sat down for a little bit because John needed a coffee, which is it's fulfilling the caffeine need as it is. But we finished. We were going to go to the Art Institute next, but it doesn't open for another 15 minutes, so we decided to set down. And walking from the Bean to the Art Institute, I already hit 10,000 steps on my watch. Just crazy. It's not even 11 a.m. I don't think I've ever hit 10,000 this early before. Madness. Okay, we're heading back to the museum now, but stepping out of the Dunkin' that we were in, we walked by this guy who's talking to a photographer, something, and the guy goes like, oh yeah, well come back for me tomorrow, I'm going to the penitentiary tomorrow anyway, so, just like, and John and I just looked at each other like, you get all sorts, and that's great, but now we're going there. So, because I talk about Van Gogh during one of my tours, piece that he had done the other side of the room of the Brut Fin windmill. I'm having like I'm on vacation, but I'm working. I feel like I'm working because I talk about this stuff. I am really enjoying all of the facial expressions here. Like, there's a lot going on. And then this guy back here is just happy that he found a conch shell. We have changed venues. We hit our limit at the museum after a couple hours. I ended up not filming too much. We took lots of photos. And we've now come to Portillo's. And it doesn't look like what either of us were expecting. You know, this will be fun. And what are we getting here?
Cake shake.
Getting a cake shake. And maybe some like other food too. But can't have only a cake shake for lunch. Alright, the bag has been got. This is the chocolate shake. There she is. This is a small, what, like my hands, like this, oh my god. Anyway, yeah, this is a small onion ring. I'm coming, thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and just let that happen. You get a fry. And garden dog. Thank you. I've got a Polish sausage. Oh yeah. Messy like it should be. Suddenly I understand the gigantic wad of napkins. I'm going in with the cake shake. It's gonna drip. I know it's gonna drip. Undrip. De-drip. Yep, that is cake in ice cream. That's what that is. This is a small cake in ice cream. Dear God, what was your reaction?
I think exactly the same.
Except your eyes kind of bugged out when you taste it.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's we're gonna manage.
We're gonna do it. We got this. We did most of it. I feel crazy right now. It was such a strange phenomenon. It feels like, apologies to the Portillo's professionals out there, but it feels like the straw was worse because you get the higher concentration of the cake chunks. And it feels like, it feels like I'm eating someone else's like chewed up chocolate cake that they somehow left their esophagus and now it's in my mouth. It is sweet under it. It feels like it is good chocolate cake, but just we still have things to do today. I'm just gonna recuperate for a minute, and then maybe start walking again before the sugar coma comes, because it's coming. This face, right here, this face. This is a post-nap face. I really, really needed a nap. I didn't sleep terribly last night. I didn't sleep amazingly well. And I can't speak for John, but we both had, like, new bed wake-up things, plus, like, just the sleep confusion. I think we both slept, like, 7 hours, but, like, woke up a few times in the night kind of thing. You can see how loud the AC is. So just, it is what it is. But we walked around so much today. We hit 20,000 steps before we got back to the hostel. Currently at 20,690. But still, after going to Portillo's, we went to a Barnes & Noble in nearby because John wanted to hit up some stuff for the Criterion collection. They didn't have too much at that shop because that wasn't a very big Barnes & Noble. But he like got a couple, and then we looked online and found a bunch more, and we figured out we can pick it up in one of the Minnesota Barnes & Nobles, so that's going to come up later. And then I just crashed out and just, like, whatever sleep that I had carried me through to, I don't know, 4:30 something, and then just my head just went out. But now we are awake. We're going to head out. We are going to a gay bar, Roscoe's Tavern, to watch the season finale of Drag Race All-Stars 9. And I'm not allowed to film anything in there. I already looked. Or at least during the finale thing, I think we're not allowed to film anything. So I don't know if this is even going to come with me. I don't have my phone. So, cool. Hello. Just talking about going to Roscoe's. Yeah, because I think I shouldn't bring my camera because they said no filming. So, sorry, you're going to be dead weight. Oh, hi. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Are you enjoying your morning? Good. So I didn't obviously film anything last night because I couldn't bring a camera with me to Roscoe's, to the bar where we were watching the RuPaul's finale reaction thing. Like, there was a panel. Basically what it was is like they got a stream from Paramount Plus of the show, and then we would watch some of the clip until it got to the part where they stopped for a commercial break, and then they would pause the stream, and the queens that were on stage would just talk about it, react, and all of that. There was one alum from Drag Race US, and then 2 local queens who were kind of they do it every week, and then they had 2 special guests. It was 2 queens from Drag Race Down Under, and it was I didn't really know what to expect because I knew the 3 queens that I'd seen on the shows, but I didn't know what the format of this event would be like, and it was really fun. One of the queens, Hanaconda, great name. By the time we finished the thing, it was like maybe 3 hours start to finish, and she had like 4 drinks that we could see, maybe more. And she just got like wilder in her comments and like her jokes and all that. She was very, 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 very funny. The other one too, she was like a little bit more stately, tiny bit more composed, but still it was great. She was very funny, very cutting. She also has like a New Zealand accent. Her name is Queen Kong, and just like kind of cutting things. If you're interested in seeing that clip, I think they have a YouTube channel. You might hear me and John going ha at some points. It was a good event. It was really, really fun. I took one picture and it's terrible. And then after that, they finished at like 10 p.m. And we were on Halstead, which is a busy like street in Boys Town, but everything around there closes at 10 p.m. food-wise. And we were really, really hungry because I think the premise of this event is that they have food. People like in the U.S. just eat earlier, usually at like 5:30 or 6 p.m. We're still French habits, I guess. So we are used to eating at like 8, and the event started at 7. So I don't know, I thought it would be for like an hour and a half. Turns out it was 3 hours. By the time it's finished and it's 10, we are hungry, and the AC was so strong above us. We were just like, let's leave. And so we went to a nearby like Mexican place. I got tostadas. They fell down my top. Pieces fell down my top into my bra at least 3 times. So that's fun. And then we just kind of we ended up walking from Boys Town back to our hostel. It was like a half an hour walk. I think yesterday altogether, I'm looking at my watch now as if it'll tell me. Yesterday we did like 27,000 steps in one day. It was a lot. It was a lot. But now it's going to be a less runaround day today. We have a drag brunch booked, back-to-back drag, with my friends Gina, Corey, Rachel, and then we're going to a White Sox game later this evening. So I am going to go shower because this hasn't been cleaned yet in the U.S. I've only been here for like 36 hours at this point, but still, it is time. Ooh, this lighting is not. There we go. We have come to a park. We have showered and dressed and eaten a little bit just to fill our tum-tums. You woke up at what, 7 today?
Yeah.
Which is already an hour better than yesterday. We slept an hour later.
We went to bed an hour later.
I went to bed an hour later. What is happening with this? And then we started walking around because we didn't really want to sit in the hostel for 2.5 hours. So John's got his coffee. There it is. And now we're just in a park. Just kind of hanging out. I might go to the 7-Eleven to get like a deck of cards. Is that
We
weird?
don't have enough decks of cards.
I'll leave them here. Maybe. I don't know. We're just filling the next like hour and a half essentially because brunch doesn't start until 11. It'll take us like maybe 25 minutes-ish to walk there. And that's our big walk of the day. Yeah. There's a train behind us. There's also a dog near me, and I'm distracted, so I'm going to stop recording. We just moved to a shadier bench, and talk about shade. We're sitting across from tennis courts, and there's only, like, there's virtually nobody. There's one pair playing, and obviously I won't film them, but John was just kind of looking like, it's a Saturday morning at 9-something a.m. in the summer, and, like, nobody's here. And then, what did you say? You can.
You'll tell it better than me.
No. Please say it. Well, there's a bug on me. Well, maybe he'll say it.
I actually can't remember what it said.
Said, sometimes I forget that Paris is hell.
Oh, yeah. It really is.
But this does not compare to Paris at all. There's no comparison. Got a whole other week of this. Put that in the quote book.
For a long time,
Yeah.
I've been to Florida.
Digital camera.
Is it recording a video?
Amazing. What is it, 2007?
In my heart.
Oh my! Oh my!
Jesus, take the wheel.
She's
got this. We're trying our beret fashions.
Wait, I fucking love this.
Good.
This is the new me. I don't need a baseball cap tonight.
Yeah, to be honest,
Out there in our
this is
beret.
the real deal. I'm the real Sox fan here.
John is cringing right now.
I'm so sorry.
Just a little bit.
How dare you?
This Olympics mascot, we know now that it's supposed to be a hat and a keychain. But, like, let me just get your reactions to what the fuck this is. Gina, why don't you start?
Oh, I said
Oh, God.
I will co-sign on what John said. It looks like a heart. Oh, I'm sorry, a clip and one quarter heart chamber.
I haven't said the first part.
Oh yeah, that's
Corey.
I think it just looks like a red poop emoji.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah,
It kind of looks like a beanbag chair with arms that you sit in.
Yeah, it looks to me like when you're going through puberty and you're like reading something
I'm sorry,
in
what
health.
was that word?
Puberty.
And you're reading something in health class and it's talking about a period and there's like a little drop of blood who shows up.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a blood clot.
Don't worry, this is completely normal.
That's what this is.
And this represents the Olympic Games of 2024.
It's
I really want to know who was that designer.
I do too.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We have made it to.
New York.
What's the actual name? Kaniki? Comiskey.
The actual name
Oh.
is Guaranteed Rate Field.
Shut up.
But it was called Comiskey.
Its Christian name is Comiskey Park.
We had this conversation. We walked by the Willis Tower, which is not the Willis Tower. It is the
Sears Tower.
Previous to Guaranteed Rate Field was U.S. Cellular Field.
What?
Yeah.
Ew. Anyway, we're gonna go see a baseball game. It's fucking hot out. Okay. Plot twist. We got all the way up to security, and the guy told me my bag was too big.
But it's okay.
It's okay now. So I had to we had already gone through security thing. I was the last one to go through, and the guy was like, your bag's too, unless you have a medical emergency kit in here. I was this tempted to lie and say I did, but then I couldn't prove it.
It's okay.
It's fine. So we got Gina's
We're
keys,
on our way back.
and we're heading back now. I think we're gonna miss first pitch, but we'll get there for third pitch, maybe.
And the White Sox are notoriously bad this year, so we're probably not going to miss anything.
We're just gonna be close to the players and just eating hot dogs.
Interesting.
It'll be fine.
It's just about the hot dogs. Baby.
I have sun protection. I have my phone. Rachel has my wallet in her bag, so it'll be fine.
We're all good.
We're all good. We're at the baseball. We're watching the baseball. How are you liking the baseball?
I, for one, love it.
They're hitting the ball, but sometimes things they're not hitting it. I feel like they should be.
They really should be hitting it.
That's what I've been.
Yeah.
I've learned.
They're really. I think they're not great at catching either.
They hit it like they're hitting the ball.
I mean, they hit it.
I'm taking a video, but I will take a photo in a second. So I also have a hot dog, and it's maybe the most expensive hot dog I've ever had. It's fine. We're having the experience. We're checking how John knows the rally chants. Do you feel confident?
There haven't really been many.
Not many so far. I think maybe once morale is down toward the end of the game, they'll start doing them more. Will I record them? Probably not. Root for the White Sox. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Woo! Yay! Let's go sports! What do you think?
Love it.
I know, I feel very I'm greasier than you are. You got a pink hat to break gender stereotypes. The focus light was very bright all of a sudden. Hello, it is I took my watch off to charge. It is 11 something p.m. It took us, well, the socks lost. Shock. But John got a jaunty hat, so it wasn't a total wash of an event. Anyway, we are now back in the hostel, obviously, and we have our plan for tomorrow-ish, and we're about to go to bed. Oh, good morning! It is morning. It is Sunday morning. This is our last day in Chicago together. We have obviously showered and dressed and all of that. We went to a little donut place near the hostel. My donut's still in my bag. Cherry something. But we've come to the DePaul campus, and I'm going to torture John with all my reminiscences. And we are starting by turning right at the street. I'm so excited. Here we are, stop number 1. This is the bookstore that I used to work at for 3 years. It's closed today. I'm going to be a little creeper. And just be like, ooh, look inside. Look at that football fold. Look at those hoodies. Look at those plushies. I was setting that shit up for 3 years. Cool. And I used to have an amazing, because it was a Barnes & Noble bookseller, so I used to get an amazing discount, like 40% on merchandise, 20% on books. So good. So this is also why I have a loyalty to Barnes & Noble. I don't think I have anything else to say about it because it's not open, and John has wandered away from me. This is the athletic center, so obviously I never came here, but they also had performances. Fire. We like pyrotechnics for the demons. But we had performances here too, like Seth Meyers did a stand-up gig here once, and I was laughing so loud and like reacting like, what? That he commented on it. He was like, somebody in the second row is really feeling this show tonight. And I felt really called out and embarrassed. And then Gina, who I just met, like,
me?
yeah.
I thought you were talking to the camera, I'm sorry.
Gina, who was sitting next to me, and I'd only met for like the second time, she goes, she's beautiful! And Seth Meyers goes, she is beautiful. And so I owe Gina for the rest of my life. No totes or backpacks admitted.
Dog with shoes.
Dog with shoes. Dog with shoes. Hello, dog with shoes. And then over here is the student center. That's the Father Egan with overlarge hands. This is very sad. The quad is closed, which means that I can't show you my residence building. Or at least from this side, maybe from the other side. But I think it's closed because of all of the Israel-Palestine protests. Yeah, you can kind of see the quad through there. Lots of picnic times. I got a donut. It's a cherry cream donut, which I didn't think I would like, but I actually really like it. Good job, fire cakes. Donuts. John has discovered a new superpower of identifying plants.
You discovered it for me.
Well, what is it?
Oh, it's strobilanthes.
Obviously. It's cool though. This is the building that I lived in freshman year, and I met Rachel and Corey and a bunch of other people. My room was on the other side though, but it was essentially this, but on the quad. So we're as close on the other side of the building. What up, U-Haul? Not like the move truck, like University Hall, but U-Haul. Broncos! I used to love Broncos! It was like really basic burgers and fries and stuff, but the lady would always like give you your drink first and then you'd be sipping it. She'd always top it up before you left. I loved her. Last thing I'll point out and then I'm done. See the building with all of the blue banner kind of things? That is 1237, which is the street address, but it was second year student housing, or like anybody who wasn't a freshman. Corey and Rachel lived there for a year, and I lived downtown in the Merchandise Mart of Hell, and so that was my place that I went to if I didn't feel like going home overnight. And we got up to, that's where D-Mac came and performed at Corey's birthday, the a cappella group.
Okay.
And we were definitely not drinking. We have stumbled upon, oh, they're still going. going. We've stumbled on a street fair. Yay! We were talking about footlong corn dogs and state fair food, and now we found one. And I'm definitely not gonna order it because my God, but Bye, street fair. You've been great. I haven't filmed very much today, and I'm coming uncomfortably close to the camera because you can hear this announcement going on. This is a recording, we have decided, and it has been on a loop for the last like 20 minutes. It's great. Really enjoying it. We're at the airport. Hi, say hi to the airport, John. He said he already did. He's being a little contrarian. No, he's not. We're going to Minneapolis now. I didn't really film too much today. I was with my cousin. We were with my cousin. Just chatting. We're going to hopefully get to Minneapolis on time. I have some chocolate. It'll be fine. This announcement might drive me crazy though.